now the first carry for Marlon Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Hurts. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
27 yards there, a first down.
First down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 38.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and
2. They'll run here with Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
But first down, Hurts. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. And you know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 3-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Titans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete, the tight end Rivera. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
23 yards on the play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Rivera. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
7-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Colts 7, Titans nothing.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His pass caught at the 4. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's a run with Mixon. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Joe Mixon. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Burton here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Going deep here for Allen. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
3-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Joe Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Colts.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He completes this one to Mack. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they can't bring him down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
The Colts, first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Colts 21, Titans 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 47-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
From the contact. It's now 2nd and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
The shotgun, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run with Mixon, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and inches.
Try and run for this with Mack. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14.
Taken down.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll move the chains.
First down, Indianapolis.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This one into the hands of Burton.
Hurts.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They go play action with Hurts. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Back to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Being chased out left. And this one's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. 55, 56 to Mike, boy.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Mixon, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Joe Mixon with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain
A
of
1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Colts.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mack, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
third down and nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught inside the 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Indianapolis.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Colts 28, Titans 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards.
At the 33-yard.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back with one complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Well, they worked this well upfield across the 45. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And 6.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
On the carry.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. They'll give it to Mixon, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Tennessee, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.